Alright, here it is, people. A new video with King Midas Collection. Boy, the one and only. What do we have for you today? Looks like we got a pile of new Comic Book Day books from the last 3 weeks. I have no idea why, but Things from Another World decided to wait 3 entire weeks to send me all my books. So they kept delaying, they kept delaying. I think there was a missed shipment with some Marvel stuff, there's some missed shipment with some indie stuff, and then each one kept just pushing the entire order back. So it ended up being a lot of money when having to pay for 3 weeks worth of comics, because your boy be spending money on comics. So let's just show you what we got, shall we? Alright, big fan of facsimiles because I could read it and show it off. So we're going to start off with a book that I spent way too much money on in 2021. The OG. This is X-Men issue number 4, the first appearance of Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. Look at Scarlet Witch in the green there before they changed her. I think that was her only appearance in that green. Next up, we got several Zenescope books in here, but we have this Wonderland Child of Madness book for you guys to enjoy. I don't know what, she's got like scales, like crab shells all over her. I'm not sure who the artist is on this for the cover. Open it up and see who it says for the cover here. Usually it says it. Does not say it. Look at that. Issue 303, by the way. Hot book. One of the hot books. Of course, the Ultimate Universe of Marvel. We had the Ultimate Black Panther number 1. Not to be outdone by the cover A. Now, of course, like I said with Ultimate Spider-Man in a previous video, who knew? Nobody knew anything about all this stuff. I personally like Black Panther, so I read it, I collect it, and I just bought me the 1 copy, and I was like, you know what, it's number 1, let me pick up another copy as well of that. So that's what we did. But I don't have like 12 of them. Next up we have the Trinity Special. Is this the special? Trinity Special number 1, yep. And we showed you guys the variant cover there of that as well. Thundercats time. The Thundercat books came in, so we got the Ivan Tao number 1. We got the beautiful Nakayama cover A. We have the Perillo foil because that's pretty, and we also got the Virgin coming into that, and then we have the normal Perillo there. Which, okay, that's just the interior there. I was like, is it damaged? Is the cover damaged? I don't know. Continuing with this Marvel or 50 Years of Wolverine here, so it's Superior Spider-Man doing the ASM 50 homage there, first appearance of Kingpin. So I wanted to get 2 covers of that. It's one of my favorite covers. Then we had some Thrawn, Star Wars Thrawn Alliance number 1. Picked up several different covers of that. So there's those 2, and I believe this is one as well. That's the cover A. Next up, the Mace Windu. Was this a one-shot? I can't remember, but cool cover there. And then the final issue for this volume of Dr. Aphra. Really cool that this character, which is a pretty brand new character when you're talking about the mythos of the Star Wars lore, that she's had 2 volumes go that many issues. That's impressive, and that means that a lot of people really, really gravitate to that character. That's great stuff. Spider-Boy issue number 3 wanted to show this off because he's actually reading Avenger Twilight right there. So by proxy, this should be worth something, right? Next up, some Perillo beautiful goodness. Wow, this is actually cardstock Dynamite. Interesting, fascinating. They usually never use cardstock. And oh, I left it upstairs, but man, I'll show you guys in the next video. Luckily, I got it refunded, but I had a Red Sonja book. Actually, we have the trade dress in here. I'm going to show you guys the trade dress, and I'll talk about it. Look at that. It's coming up next after this one. This is a JTC, John Tyler Christopher. Negative variant here for the Resurrection of Magneto number 1. Love that these are incentive variants that you got to pay out the ass for. All right, so this is what I was talking about. Red Sonja, issue number 7. Beautiful Perillo because like the muscle tone, the structure. This is an awesome cover. I love it. I ordered the Virgin of this. It looks like the top of this one might be damaged unless they're all like that. No. Okay, that's just the splay of the paint of the photo there. It makes it look like there's a spine tick up there, huh? I ordered the Virgin of this as well. When they pack this stuff, guys, when they pack these books, they come in bags, right? I don't get the bag and board option anymore because it's expensive to get every book bag and boarded. So it'll be bricked up like this, but maybe like 5 more books, right? And when they're bricked up like that, integrity-wise, with the peanuts around them, it keeps them intact in these boxes. They don't shift very much. It's very nice. However, when you order variants, they come bagged and boarded. They don't go in their own extra bag or in a Gemini mailer or something to keep them intact. They are essentially on the bottom, and then the bricks of however many raw books on top of it, and then the peanuts covering them. So yeah, when they shift, those variants or those foil covers, whatever they decide to bag and board, sometimes it's a random, whichever ones they decide to bag and board, they get ticked up really badly. So the Virgin, which is a 1 in 50 of this book, was riddled with ticks all along the side. Now, you say, Vaughn, can't you get a refund for that? Will they replace the order for you? 100% of the time, they will replace the order. You send them photos, you show that that damage is taking place, absolutely. Here's the problem. It's got to be in stock. What's usually not in stock, it sells out pretty quickly. Variant covers. So am I going to get another Virgin copy of that book? I'll have to wait and see, but a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, when I've had to do this, I've gotten refunded my money because they just didn't have another copy. They sell out quick. So it's really hit or miss. I don't know what's going to happen. I'll let you guys know. And I'll show you that book as well. So next up, anyway, rant over. Quested, Volume 2. Now we're moving over to Twilight Princess. So of course we picked up a couple of those. That's the Wii version of it too. You want to play that game on GameCube. The GameCube is a harder one to find. We got some Power Girl, some Swaby here. See, these foils, man, they're crazy. Look at all that, the scratching on that foil. You know what I mean? It just takes the luster away from it. Beautiful Dan Moore. Dan Moore can do no wrong in my book. Amazing, amazing. Stefan Sajic. And then, of course, we got 2 of these. The Pablo Villalobos. Lobos. You know what's funny about that, too, is that this book, they're all just like different Power Girl covers of all the variants and the store exclusives that have come out. Oh, even some classic ones. Hey, my eyes are up here. My eyes, she says it. My eyes are up here. Wow. Self-aware, are we? But most of this stuff, what's nice is that they actually included one of the best covers of all time. And this Alex Ross and Adam Hughes spread here. Beautiful. But do you know these books are $5.99 just for you to look at iconic Power Girl covers or even covers of the most current run with their variants and stuff. Definitely money grabs. You don't need this. I don't need 2 copies. Again, I'm buying these and FOCing them and getting them much cheaper than paying the $5.99. So I'm like, okay, I'm supporting the artist on the book. I love Villalobos. So I'll buy his covers, but at the same time, like, who else is going to be paying for this, you know? All right, Poison Ivy, another rant over. Poison Ivy, this is issue number 19. Jessica Fong on this foil. I'm not really sure why they're randomly doing different cover A foils. And then, of course, some Nakayama. Next up, some Josh Byrne on Oz Kingdom of the Lost, because we love us some Josh Byrne. Then we have Selena, of course. Got to support Selena whenever she does anything. So she did one of the variant covers there. And then I believe this is the cover A for that book, which is still, I think it's Cedric Pollat on that one. Kid Cudi doing the Moon Man book. Gotta support. Love me some Kid Cudi. Lilo and Stitch, color bleed. Beautiful color bleed there. Just want to show you guys. The other copy of Lilo and Stitch that I got was ticked up, unfortunately. Got some Lady Death action here. Cybernetic Desecration. Philadelphia, that Savage Dragon. They did the 2-issue Spawn crossover. Now they got Savage Dragon coming through. House of Slaughter. This is an ash can for issue 21, I believe it was. Not really sure why there's an ash can for it, but it's kind of a cool cover. This is sick. Holmes and Houdini #1, another Zenescope book. There is another version of this, of course, where it is something else is showing there against the glass, if you catch my drift. Then we have the Grimm Fairy Tales Annual, another Sonia, it's Sonia Matas. Doesn't say in the book itself, but really like there. I think it's a team that does the artwork there. Really good stuff. Just like all these other Grimm Fairy Tale covers. Just fun. Felipe Bassafar on Gods, issue #4. Had to show off that because Felipe is awesome. These gargoyle covers have been really cool. So Clayton Crane on the Dark Ages, and this Perillo is just incredible. Dude, Perillo is so good. Barrio. Got some lyrics here on Fire and Ice. Then we have Fearless Dawn on this Virgin black and white here. Pretty cool cover. We have Doctor Strange. Always got to show off some Alex Ross goodness. And what else we got here? Another Lobos here with those DC swimsuit variants, the winter swimsuit variants that they were doing. Beneath the Tree, still one of the hottest books out there right now, showing off issue #3. We have some beautiful Dustin Nguyen, Batman and Robin. Big Dustin Nguyen fan, of course. Some more Nakayama there on this Robin. So you've got a lot of paper dust on that one. Black always ends up showing up. Avengers Twilight, book #2, of course. That book is also gone up in price. Avengers Inc. doing the Infinity Gauntlet homage. Pretty cool there. Had to get 2 copies of that. Just a big fan. Just a big fan of homage variants. Anyone getting these? These are the American Psycho business cards. They're doing variants for a different business card per book, which is pretty cool. Of course, we got to pick up all these foils that they're doing of the facsimiles now. Can't just get a normal facsimile, you got to foil that bad boy up. 252, First Black Suit Spidey. Ariel Diaz, How to Lose a Guy Gardner in 10 Days. I heard this was actually a pretty fun anthology of different DC love stories, so glad to support Ariel Diaz, of course. Dark Souls has the Willow King has a new #1. Of course, I just mentioned that, or I did it, excuse me. Along with that Red Sonja, I also took pictures of 2 copies of Dark Souls cover. I bought all 4 issues, cover A, B, C, and D. B and D, I had to ask for a refund for, or replacements, because they were ticked up pretty badly. So cool to know that more copies are coming. Y'all seen this here? Crashdown? Y'all know what Crashdown is. Comic Tom 101. Comic Tom Garcia. But had to support the Samus Metroid homage there. Beautiful stuff. Some more Zenescope stuff. Cinderella, Ivan Tao goodness. Coming up on the last couple. There's Cedric Polat again on the Cinderella. And last but not least, really good, awesome Black History Month variant for Captain America Mahini. I hope I'm pronouncing the name correctly. If I am saying it wrong, hopefully on the next video I will correct that accordingly. But I love this cover. Beautiful cover of Sam there. Let's get into it. Those are all the new books from the last 3 weeks, last 4 weeks, I think. So cool to show you guys some of the modern stuff that's coming through. We haven't gotten any new collections lately. I still got a lot of the other stuff that I need to be showing you guys. So, we'll get around to that. And I've noticed in some of the boxes that I've been kind of stuffing different variants in there. I've probably shown them to you before, but for fresh eyes or something that you just haven't seen in a minute, it is kind of cool to be like, oh yeah, I remember this. What's this doing in this box? Let's alphabetize it, so on and so forth. So thank you so much for tuning into the video. I'm trying to make sure that I get some content going for you guys. If anything, I just need to be better about the social media presence. Of course, as always, check out deepincollectibles.com. We're adding books daily to the website. And our next shows coming up, hopefully we'll get into some shows in March. There's 2 in the DMV area. And if we can't get into those, then our next big show that is actually confirmed, Big Lick Comic-Con down in Chantilly, VA. in April. So I'll give you more details on that if you guys want to catch us in person with our booth at our table. That'd be a lot of fun to see you guys there. So hey, thank you so much for checking out the video. Do all that great social media stuff. We'll see you next time. Bag and board your books.